I don't think I was ever like obsessive about celebrities online or otherwise, but although I do have to share one thing, and it feels really crappy to say. There is this old channel that I used to watch a lot that I had already been making YouTube videos, but it kind of helped me focus, like, okay, I want to focus on video games and I want to be funny and blah, 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 called Toby Games, whatever. And I had actually like talked to him briefly a couple of times throughout VidCons. There was like an hour interview where I was considering being an editor for his videos, except that I would have had to move to LA. But anyway, and so I was curious if he would be at VidCon, so I Googled him, and it turns out he is a full-throated Trump supporter. He literally posted, in 2020, you know, vote for Trump to end cancel culture, or if you vote for Biden, you're going to destroy America, you know, full-throated maggot talking points. And it was so, it almost felt like a parody. It was just so right-wing bullshit, and it was just like, wow. Now I think he did move back to Florida after his channel started dying, and you know, I mean, being surrounded by Floridians, of course a lot of people are gonna trend Trumpy, and I mean, he was born and raised in a small town anyway, so probably the foundations were there, I don't know. But anyway, it's weird, and there were rape allegations, and I mean, believe the rapist, you have to try to reconcile your belief of somebody with hearing stuff like that. But the truth is, I never knew him. You know, I basically just saw the persona that he put out there, same as for other people. But anyway, so yeah, it just turns out he's not a good person, and I don't know, it just feels weird. And like, there's another old YouTuber that I used to follow way back when, and then I think I like briefly talked to him at one VidCon, but kind of stopped watching because I just don't really watch that much YouTube anymore anyway, because, you know, I just don't have the time for it. But Tomska, and he did the ASDF animated videos a long time ago, and there's another guy, Bing, I think is his channel name, and he was famous, you know, way back when. I didn't watch his videos so much, but anyway, I guess they used to be friends, and then they had this huge falling out for years, and then the video I stumbled onto was like maybe a year old, where they talked about how they reconciled, and so it was like there's this whole drama thing going on that I didn't even know about. But I watched that one, and then I watched some of Tomska's other videos where he kind of recapped what's been happening in his life, and it turns out that right when he was kind of at the most popular part of his channel, he was also extremely depressed, and, you know, basically having all these issues with trying to make friends and stuff like that. And, you know, that is part of being a YouTuber. And this video is like super long and no one's gonna watch it. I say it about everything, whatever. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so anyway, the one thing about YouTubers that I've known about for a long time, and I think it's funny that more people don't realize this, is that especially in the old days, when, you know, before the days where people start a YouTube channel now hoping to become rich and famous, back in the day when YouTube first started out, before Google bought it, you know, it was just this fun thing to do in your bedroom, and, you know, if you were really lucky, you might get like 10,000 views, and that was really awesome, and everything like that. So a lot of these people that ended up becoming, you know, getting millions of views and maybe making millions of dollars or whatever, it was all kind of accidental. And, you know, you have to have a certain personality to be able to deal with that well. And again, it's not just YouTube. I mean, you see this with Hollywood stars too, where sometimes they adjust well and can be decent people, and a lot of times they turn out to be giant pricks. And it's just funny how you see them get these egos, and it's like, they don't seem to realize if you are an asshole to the people you work with and to fans and stuff, you're not going to be popular for very long. Anyway, so like, that's the kind of conversation that I would like to have with people like that, is kind of get to know them behind their content, and also, as honestly as I can, be a source for them to commiserate with, you know? Because it's like, my psychiatrist, for instance, she, you know, I told her about my videos and my mission or whatever, and she's sympathetic to it, and I mean, she agrees, but she's not a content creator, so it's all vicarious, you know, vicarious understanding. She doesn't actually know what it feels like to be dealing with that stuff. So I think that talking to someone who does actually have personal experience with what that would feel like, I would hope would be cathartic for both of us. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super egotistical and stuck up. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I want to go to VidCon. It'll probably be terrible and I'll be super bored, but at least I can bring my laptop and my Switch and like edit videos while I'm there and stuff, you know, not just sit there awkwardly and just be like, what do I do? But we'll see. And yeah, just trying to get stuff done. Like I said, I'm gonna try to work on my email inbox today and I just need to block people more easily. I still, even after all these years and even knowing someone's complaints against me are not founded in realism, it still sucks to have someone like call me a stuck-up bitch or whatever. Like if they're just some random person that walks, you know, wanders in and says that on my videos, whatever. But if it's someone that's been following me a while and they say that and it's just like, of course, a lot of times they say that because they say something perverted and then I ban them and then they email me and go, how can you ban me? I've been following you for so long. I don't care. If you make a fucking shitty comment about my breasts or something, then you just reveal that you weren't actually a legitimate supporter all along, no matter how long you've followed me for, and therefore I don't give a shit if it piss you off. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I guess I will break this up into parts. So if anyone wants to, they can watch it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't think the daily vlogs are going to be daily. For one thing, it's kind of tiring to record them, and for another, I don't know how interesting they really are. But yeah, just if you want to keep up with what's going on in my life, I would recommend Twitter still, @ToplessTopics. If you're a Trumper or you just don't like hearing a lot about American politics, you're not going to have a good time. So yeah, not a nudism all the time channel, you know, content creator like so many of the ones that follow me are, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But nudism is not that important to me. It's really not like a core facet of my personality. I don't give a shit if other people are naked or not. All I care about is that they let me, you know, be naked without telling me that I'm engaging in child abuse for like being topless in front of my 2-year-old. Oh my gosh, whatever. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop recording. Bye.